Hi yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome to my yoga time. Today's slow flow class is unwinding the spine, upper, middle and lower back. I've got 2 blocks for this class. If you don't have blocks, you can improvise with a thick book. And I've also got a yoga belt or a yoga strap. And if you don't have one of those, you could always use a belt or a tie will do the trick as well. So come to standing, taking those feet hip width apart or even a little bit wider if you're tight through your back, and coming down into a ragdoll. So those knees are bending. If you can, bring belly to touch the thighs. So you might need to bend the knees a little more. Just collecting those elbows and allowing the back to round. So gravity is doing all of the work here. Feel free to gently sway or rock the body from side to side. Just noticing how you're feeling along the back side of the body. Let's position the tip of the tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth, keeping the jaw soft, but finding a little tone in the back of the throat for Ujjayi breath. And if you are swaying from side to side, let's settle now. And gently squeeze those heels in, firm the lower belly, and as you inhale, come halfway up. Continue to hold the elbows. Keep a bend in the knees. And when you're ready, exhale through the mouth, folding forward. Let's go again, 3 more. Squeeze the heels in, firm the lower belly. Inhale halfway, strong in the back. 2 more. Option to keep holding the elbows, a little stronger if you reach those arms out in front. Let's come on up. And last one. Well done. Grounding down through the hands, stepping those legs back, coming into your first downward facing dog. From here, lower those knees straight down to the mat. Coming into tabletop position. So just lining those middle fingers up underneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide, keeping those toes curled under. Inhale into your back bend and exhaling to round the spine. Keeping that roundedness in the shoulders as you take those hips up and back. Inhaling here in your downward facing dog and exhaling knees to the mat. So a few more rounds to go. Take that time to round out the back, and when you take the hips back, be sure to squeeze the heels of the palms in, broaden the shoulders. Exhalation, taking the knees back down to the mat, inhaling into your back bend. Let's do 1 more. So from this last downward facing dog, let's inhale forward into plank position. So if you need to here, you can always pop knees to the floor, otherwise hold your plank. Round out the back, bring the body forward. Try to squeeze the heels of the palms in as you come all the way down. So hands are underneath the shoulders here. Keep turning the heels of the palms in and squeezing those elbows back. Tuck the tailbone under, and as you inhale, lift the chest and the legs. Pull the hands back, squeeze the elbows in. Exhaling, feet and forehead touching down. Let's do 2 more. Tucking the tailbone, inhaling, lifting up, pulling the hands back, heels of the palms in. Well done. Tuck those toes under, lifting up via the knees. Return to plank. Round out the back, downward facing dog. From here, feel as though you're stretching the mat between your hands and feet. Send your chest towards your thighs. And then stepping those feet to the top of the mat. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling to fold. Reverse swan dive. So from here, let's recruit our blocks or your thick book. Place it behind the heels on the flat side, next to one another, and coming all the way up. So we're going to stand with our heels on the block. Now, if you have any discomfort in knees, hips, or you're really unstable here, give it a miss. Keep those feet flat on the floor. Otherwise, lifting up those heels, keeping a bend in the knees, and bring the fingertips in front of the body, palms apart. Round the upper back, push the shoulders and armpits down. Let's squeeze in those heels and take a seat into chair pose, Utkatasana. So you want to feel the whole back rounding here. Keep the jaw relaxed. Tip of the tongue is still placed where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Feel free to stay as you are or extend those arms behind you, looking down, reaching crown of the head forward, stretching through the fingers. Well done. Bring the arms in front, turn those pinky fingers in, come all the way up. Lower hands to the heart again, palms apart, fingertips touching. Round out the back, so tailbone tucks, upper back rounds, and twist to your right. Send your right hip forward as you bring your right shoulder back. Inhale to center, rounding out, exhale other side. Preparing for chair pose, we've got a few more flows to go. So remove any back bend in the spine. Feel free to extend those arms behind you. Coming all the way up. Moving into your twist. So we're twisting from the middle part of the spine. Heels squeezing in. Option to lower those hands. Tailbone pointing down. Feel that firmness in the shoulders and the armpits. Take your twist as you exhale. Last one. And when you come back to center, feel free to step off the blocks. Notice how you feel in your feet, in your shoulders, and in your back. When you're ready, just place those blocks or books to the side and standing at the top of the mat. Let's bring the hands to the heart center, pressing palms into one another, drawing the shoulders down. Weight into the right leg as you raise the left, and taking a variation of Warrior 3, left leg behind you. Gently draw those shoulders down towards the hips. Keep those left toes pointing down. Try to round the outer left hip down. Well done. Your next exhalation, bend the right knee, lower left foot down into Warrior 1 legs. So here I've got my feet hip width apart. If there's any discomfort with this back, knee or ankle, pick up the heel instead. Otherwise, keep the foot on a 45-degree angle. And we'll extend those arms out in front. Be sure to stretch the mat with the feet, so press those feet away from one another for the entire sequence. Again, let's round the back, press into both feet, and then try and curl from the middle part of the spine as you lift the arms up. Well done. And as you exhale, flow the arms down, leaning over that right leg, extend the arms behind you. Slide the shoulders down the spine. Inhale, coming back to center, arms straight out in front, rounding out the back, lifting up, and exhaling down. Last one. We'll do one more warrior one. And from here, float those arms down behind you, interlace the fingers if you can, press into both feet. And as you exhale, folding forward on the inside of that right leg, forehead towards the big toe. Well done. Release those hands down, lift the back heel, step it back into plank, round out the back, bring the body forward. Squeeze the heels of the palms in as you find your way down to the mat. Once you've touched down, take those hands out in front. Keep the elbows lifted, feet about mat width apart, tailbone tucking, and try to pull the hands back as you reach the heart forward. And that should feel quite nice on the spine. Well done. Exhale to lower, hands onto shoulders, tucking toes, move via the knees. Return to plank. Downward facing dog. Stepping to the top of your mat. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling to bow. Reverse swan dive. Hands meeting at the heart center once again, pressing those palms in. Weight into the left leg as you raise the right knee. Warrior three. Stay active in the upper back. Keep trying to tuck the tailbone under. And lower right foot down. Warrior one legs. Extend the arms out in front. We're rounding out the upper back. Inhale. And exhale. Palms to face the ceiling, crown of the head reaching forward. Move with your inhalation, round the back. And this time, float the arms down behind you, interlace those fingers, press into both feet, and folding forward on the inside of the leg. Forehead towards the knee. Well done. Release those hands down either side of the foot. Raise the right heel, rock back, and step that right foot up to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway up. Option to keep the hands on the floor or extend the arms out in front. Exhale to fold. Reverse swan dive, bending in the knees, coming all the way up. And hands to the heart, tailbone tucking under. Inhale. Half lift. Forward fold. Step your left leg back, left knee to the mat. So we're taking a low lunge here now. Instead of stretching the mat, try and squash the feet towards one another. Option one, hands can be on the hips or on the knee. If it feels okay for your back, take your hands to the low back and interlace the fingers once again. So really important that we keep the left buttock engaged. Keep squeezing those feet towards one another to protect the lower back. Roll the shoulders down and try and lift the hands away from the back of the hips. Chin lift, throat forward. So keep those legs switched on to protect your low back. Try not to just hang out here in the low lunge. Well done. One more in breath. And then as you exhale, lower hands down either side of the right foot. Raise the left knee and come into your twist. Raise the right arm up. So opposite direction with the feet here. Press them away. Turn your left shoulder in. Option to take your drishti to the thumb or down to the big toe. Well done. Bring your right hand down. From here, we're going to step that left knee behind and to the outside of your right heel and take a seat. So if your hips are tight, you can always elevate the hips and sit on a block. If your left knee is not happy in that bent position, simply straighten the leg. So really important here that we keep pressing down through this right big toe knuckle, and you might even feel a little resistance between the ankle and the left leg. If your left leg is bent, push down through the outside blade of the foot. Take the right hand behind you, inhale, left arm up, and as you exhale, place the elbow to the knee. So as you hook the elbow around the knee, you might like to take chin mudra, connecting index finger and thumbs. Be with your breath. Returning to center. I'm going to take a hold of this right leg, lean back, push into the ball of the foot, find even effort between the foot and the hand, lift the heart. And release, well done. Let's simply cross the legs over, return to tabletop. Toes are tucking under, fingers spread wide. Find your back bend as you inhale. Exhale to round the spine. Hips up and back. So staying here for just a couple of breaths and see if you can lift up the very tips of your pinky toe, maybe even the second and third toes as well. And when you're ready, left leg lifts as you inhale. Look forward, stepping through as you exhale. So right knee to the mat, low lunge, option to take the hands to the knees or behind you. So squashing those feet in towards one another, engaging the right buttock, lifting the heart. And release, well done. Coming into our twist, right hand down, left arm up. Turning right shoulder in towards the knee and pressing those feet away from one another. And let's lower left hand down, placing the right knee now behind and to the outside of the left heel, and take a seat. So again, prop the body if you need to, maybe sitting on a block or straightening that right leg. Keep pressing down through this left foot, particularly the big toe knuckle, as though you're trying to stand up. A little resistance between the ankle and the right knee. When you're ready, right arm coming up. If you can, hook the elbow around the knee, option to take chin mudra, and looking over your left shoulder. Keep pressing down through both feet. Maintaining a smooth, steady breath. With your next exhalation, return to the front. Feel free to take a hold of that left leg, leaning back, pushing the foot into the hand, equally hands into the foot. So from here, let's lower that left leg down and we're going to recline onto our back. Make sure you can reach your strap and your thick book or your block. Coming down with a little core strength, let's bend those knees, dig the heels into the mat, try and pull the heels back towards the hips and slowly lower down. When you touch down, let's bend those knees. Take the knees in the hands and just a little rock or making a circular motion. And lowering feet to the floor. Take a hold of the block if you have it. If you don't have a block, only the book, maybe skip the prop for this flow. Block in between the thighs and bring those feet back close to the bottom as you can go. When you're ready, let's float the arms up as you inhale. Pressing into the feet, tucking the tailbone, and exhale those hips up. As you inhale, lift the arms up. Lower them down, and then pick up the heels and exhale, lower the hips one vertebrae at a time. Inhalation, the arms lift. Squeezing heels in, exhalation, hips lift. Inhalation, the arms lower. Be sure to pick up the heels before you lower one vertebrae at a time. Let's do 2 more. And once you lower down for this last time, remove your block. Take the knees in the hands, cup the hands over the knees, arms are straight while you're inhaling. Simply bend the elbows as you exhale. Next inhalation, lower those feet all the way down to the floor. Taking a hold of your strap. And let's place the strap around the ball of the left foot and straighten the right leg. Take a moment to push through the ball of the foot, breathing into the left leg. And then taking the straps in the right hand only, left arm out to the side. As you exhale, bring the left leg over just 45 degrees and then come back to center. Once again, exhaling 45 degrees over and coming back to center. And this third time will come all the way down. Feel free to place your block underneath the foot if you need to, or underneath the knee if you need to bend the leg. You might continue to hold the strap, rest the hand on the leg, or maybe you can reach the foot. Now feel free to stay exactly as you are, or if there's no discomfort in your back, you can move your right leg back, bend the right knee, and collect the foot. So if you are taking the foot, push the foot into the hand, equally hand into the foot. And if you've got this right leg still straight, try and round the outer hip down. And take one more in-breath. And as you exhale, returning to your back. Move the hips over a touch to the right. And we'll take a hold of the right leg now. Strap around the ball of the foot. Pushing through the ball of the foot and even finding a little arch in the back here. And then taking both straps in the left hand, right arm out to the side. Exhaling 45 degrees over, inhaling back to center. And this third time will come all the way down into the twist. Feel free to bend the knee if you need to. Take a hold of the foot or keep holding the strap. If you did so on the other side, reaching for your left foot now. If there is any discomfort in your back, let go of that left foot. If you do have a hold of one or both feet, do create a little resistance. Press the feet into the hands, hands into the feet. Try and round the outer right hip down. Taking one more in-breath. And as you exhale, release and return to your back. Once there, feel free to take the knees and the hands once again, making that circular motion or rocking from side to side. When you're ready, placing those feet down onto the floor. Feel free to use your block or your thick book as we come into a supported bridge pose. So you might like to place the prop on the flat side if it's the block, or maybe even go to the second height. Just make sure that the prop is underneath the back of your hips, your sacrum. Turning the palms to face the ceiling. Option to connect index finger and thumbs once again. Feel free to close the eyes down. And observing the breath moving the body. When you're ready, turning those palms down, lifting up the hips and the heels. Keep the heels high as you remove your prop and lower down one vertebrae at a time. So when you touch down, you might like to move straight into Shavasana, or again, cup hands over the knees, exhaling to bend the elbows, inhaling to straighten the arms. When you feel that your back has had the counter stretch that you need, lower those feet to the floor, straightening the legs. Arms resting 45 degrees away from the body. Palms to face the ceiling. Shoulders to tuck under. You might like to let the fingers naturally curl, or once again, connect index finger and thumbs for Chin Mudra. And be sure to soften the forehead and let the eyes roll back. And tongue and jaw are soft. And please do take a few minutes here in Shavasana Yogis. Give the spine time to reset, and for the body to assimilate the positive benefits of your practice. I hope you enjoyed the class, yogis. If so, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's a great way to support free yoga on YouTube. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.